to the first video on this newly made channel called Fisher's Talks Fantasy. So this channel will basically be doing a range of NRL Supercoach and FPL fantasy talk. So Supercoach is pretty much at the end of the year, so basically just going to be focusing on FPL now. And so just for a bit of context, previous years, last year I had a really good finish, finished top 7k out of like 9 million something, so that was pretty cool. The year before COVID, I didn't really play during that year, not gonna lie. And then the year before, finished 31k. So one real good finish and one pretty decent finish over my past real 2 years playing fantasy. And then so this year, we're off to a good start. Started off 450k, not too bad. Had a good game week 2, and then it all went pear shaped game week 3. So I'll show you how I started. So a quick summary of the season so far. So I started off with a 5 at the back. I went triple Liverpool, triple City, triple Arsenal, and then I had Reece James, who is just an absolute star, but is annoyingly playing right centre back at the moment, so he's not the best FPL option. But we'll come to that later in my wildcard pick. So yeah, it was basically pretty similar, pretty template start. Started with the silver, which was handy. And so yeah, started off well, rolled my transfer to game week 2. Then there was a few issues because Liverpool have been conceding a lot recently. The defensively don't look assured. Even attackingly, something just seems off at Liverpool. City played well. James scored a goal after playing wing back for about 5 minutes. Jesus and Martinelli do stars. Like they've done so well. Haaland, consistent finish, and then De Silva I benched again. So game week 3, I changed up a little bit. I used my 2 free transfers, and I went. Who did I go? I went Bailey out, Diaz in, Robertson out, Williams in. And so I kind of changed my formations from a 5-3-2 to like a 4-3-2. It just it didn't work out. Obviously, it was a terrible game week for everyone, but like wild cutting is very team dependent. So like Ramsdale 6 points, clean sheet, you'll take that. Trent yellow card, lost a clean sheet. Actually, they conceded 2. Hey, to United, yeah. Trent's just been awful. Cancelo keeps getting these yellows, really annoying. Uh, Chelsea played so bad against Leeds, so James was up in the air. Diaz was benched and then came on for Ake before 30 minutes, so I was cheering. And then they ended up conceding 3 or whatever, so it didn't really matter in the end. Diaz blanked. Look, he played alright, nothing special. Captain Salah saved the day. Martinelli backing up again. Haaland could have had about a hat trick. At least he played pretty well. We just couldn't finish on another day. Jesus, he could have finished on so much more than 4. And then Andreas. So I decided to play Andreas over Neko this week, and he hauled 3 bonus points with just an assist, I believe. So he played well. And then Williams, I think he's just that. So he's the best. Andreas is the best 4.5 budget midfield enabler. And then for 4 mil, Williams is the best 4 mil defender. Alright, so leading up to this. So we've had a decent start, and then formation. I decided to change formation this week for game week 3, and then it just didn't work out. So after I ended up activating my wild card on Saturday night after all the defence had blanked pretty much apart from Liverpool, I was like, nope, I'm sick of this. I'm going to change formation. And there's a reason why I want to change formation, because I believe 3 at the front is the way to go moving forward. So I could either change to a 4-3-3 or a 3-4-3. And at this current stage, I am leaning towards actually a 3-4-3. So this is my current wildcard draft. It's pretty certain that I'll tinker around obviously a little bit more. But starting off, we have Sanchez in net, so they have a good fixture run upcoming, Brighton. And dude, they have been playing so well defensively. But yeah, good fixtures. Because I'm not wildcarding now, game week 8, 9, I kind of have to have a more longer term pick to game week 16 to before the World Cup, I believe. So good fixture run for 4.5 million, can't really go wrong. Brighton defences looked good. I could have Ramsdale, but I don't have no money left in the bank really, and for 4.5, he's a clear standout pick. We're starting with Trent. Like, I know they haven't been performing, but it's just Trent Alexander-Arnold, and with the current fixtures, they got Bournemouth up next. Like, you just can't take him out. If I was wildcarding like game week 8, 9, there's a lot more merit in trading him out, and so I could trade him out early. But I think I just want him for Bournemouth, Newcastle, Everton, Wolves. Like, that's just a really good set of fixtures. Even Chelsea's not too bad. And they have Brighton. Like, they have a decent fixture run short term, so, and he's so highly owned, and I don't want to fall that far behind. So keeping him, Cancelo's a lock. He's just a star. Basically every game he's returned, apart from last week. So I have no doubt he'll be one of the top scoring fullbacks this year behind Trent, I reckon. And then Perisic. So we've wildcarded Perisic in. He's been just killing it. And if he can start, I reckon he's honestly one of the best value picks. For 5.4, I got him. He's risen to 5.5. Yeah, dude, he is just amazing. Like, when he's on the ball, he can just accumulate points because he pushes so far forward from that defending position. He almost plays like an attacker, which is really good for assist and goal scoring potential, whilst also getting the clean sheets. And Spurs have been in decent form. Like, they've been grinding games out, which is good. Salah lock. We've gone Gundogan, who I really like as a pick. His positioning so far this year has been great. Like, he's looked very dangerous anywhere in the 18-yard box. He's just always in the right place at the right time. Like, his positioning is really good. And for that 8 million midfielder spot, I honestly reckon he will outscore all of them. I think Gundogan will. I got him for 7.5. He's risen in price already. And they obviously have good fixtures, but rotation could be an issue soon. But I'd rather a 7.5 midfielder get rotated rather than a KDB, which is worth 12.1, or a Haaland 11.7. And you'll see that I actually don't have Haaland in this draft. I have Kane, but I'll get to that in a bit. Martinelli's a must. He's been killing it. I started the season off with him. He's up to 6.4 million. And he just doesn't look like stopping anytime soon. Good fixtures. Just almost a must at this point. And then Rodrigo, the other form player of the comp. Start off at 6 million. I brought him in for 6.2, I believe. He's risen up to 6.3 already. He'll probably finish the week at 6.4, very close to 6.5 even. He scored in every game because Bamford's out. He's playing quite attacking, quite central. He's like that centre striker at the moment. And Leeds are just playing such good attacking football and such good pressure football that they're just creating chances for themselves. So while Brighton at home could be a tough matchup, just with these fixture run, there's also the possibility that he can grab something. And he's obviously just the form player of the comp at the moment. So I've grabbed him. I'm excited to own him because I have been interested to own him. And another person I'm also interested in is Tony. So I really like this Tony picks. For 7 million, 7.1 million, whatever I got him for. He has returned every single game so far this season. 8, 9, 8. But look at this fixture run. Everton, Palace, Leeds, Southampton, Bournemouth, like Newcastle. Like, this is just an insane fixture run. And with his form, that's Tony is kind of the reason why I had to wildcard. Because I couldn't possibly change to a 3 at the front formation with the current team I had. So I had to wildcard. And I am very keen to own him. Like, I believe he will be one of the best picks this year, at the current short-term pick at least. Jesus killing it, must. And then I've gone Kane over Haaland. So there was recently some information came out from Pep that he said that Haaland will be benched when there's games every 3 weeks. So I decided to go for Kane. And I've gone for Kane this week ahead of Haaland because he's got Nottingham Forest away, which I believe is a good fixture. And I'll captain him, I think, to get ahead. And then he's got decent fixtures for the short term, but it's also just having that premium at striker. So when Darwin Nunes or whoever comes back, I can grab him, and then it's just a pretty template bench, just the cheapies, Neko, Andreas, Ward. Then I've gone for Emerson over Patterson because playing at West Ham now, I believe. I'm not sure who gets that left wing back spot between him and Kufau. But I think just for 4 million can't really go wrong if it doesn't work out. Like I won't be wasting a transfer. I'll only be upgrading. But yeah, this is a team I'm settled up at the moment. If I wanted to change to like a 4-4-3-3, 4-4-2 sort of thing, I would drop Kane down to Mitrovic, and then I would upgrade Emerson to Zinchenko, definitely. And I still have 3 million in the bank. So I can actually, I think I can, with this one, I could go, instead of Gundogan, I can have De Bruyne. That frees up 4.2. So I can't really do too much. So it's basically, if I want KDB over Kane, I can make that switch. But my team setup just seems so much better in that 3-4-3 formation. So I've dropped Reece James from defence. If we're sold by defenders, he's been good so far, but he's playing right back, and he'll play right back again this weekend because Koulibaly got the red card. But I don't know, Chelsea defence just seem off. There's no doubt he's a star when he plays that right wing back formation, but just at the moment, I think I just might avoid for Perisic because Perisic just seems to offer so much more at that price. So yeah, and then in the midfield, I've dropped Diaz. Is it just Diaz? I think it's just Diaz. Yeah, I dropped Diaz. We blanked, didn't do too much, but I've gained. So I've kept Salah. We'll restore to Gundogan, and we'll restore to Kane. So yeah, we've gone Diaz to Gundogan. We've brought in Rodrigo as that cheapish. So we've got the premium. We've got the 30 mil in Salah. Then we have the 8 mil price point, Gundogan, a bit cheaper. And then we have in that 6 mil price range the Rodrigo and Martinelli, who just seem great value FPL picks. We also have Tony and then Kane over Haaland, which is risky, but I think he will outscore him, and he's certainly more nailed. And it's a bit more template. Like if I'm wild cutting now, I want to get away somewhat from the template because template's just boring. But yeah, that's that pretty much so far. I don't think I'll have any 2 more late changes, but if I do, make sure to follow me on Twitter, guys. It's just Fisher Talks Fantasy. I'll keep everyone updated. Just started it off. So yeah, that was current Wildcard Draft, and yeah, I'll post any late transfers or updates and what I end up doing for the week. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully, Gameweek 4 will be a lot better than Gameweek 3. Alright, cheers guys. Bye.